Hello guys, welcome to my channel FarazDev. In this video, I will teach you how you can get the client IP address using PHP. As you can see on my screen, I have already written a function get client IP, and I will explain to you three different solutions that you can use in order to get the client IP address. Okay, so let's get started. The solution one is very simple. PHP already has a global variable which is called server, and this server global variable is an array. One of the keys of this array is remote address. So if you return this value in your function and echo this, you will get the client IP address. Okay, so this is the simplest of the solution. Let's go into our browser, and I have the name of the file as client ip.php. I'm running in localhost, so client ip.php. As you can see, this is showing me the IP address. But this, although this solution is very simple, but in some cases this variable may not tell you the real client IP address. So when does this happen? This happens when a client or a visitor or a user is behind some proxy. So if someone is behind a proxy, this particular variable will give you the IP address of the proxy. So how you can get the real IP address in that case? Well, in some cases it is possible to get the real IP address, but in some cases it is not. For example, if a user is behind a VPN, then there is no way to get the real IP address of the client. But some proxies set some header, and those headers can HTTP headers can enable us to find the real IP address of the client. Okay, so let me create a variable which is IP, and it is set as null by default. Let me comment this solution. We are into solution 2, and okay, so the header values that are commonly set by the proxies are the following. The first one is X forwarded far, and some proxies set the X client type. So these headers are commonly used by the proxies. How can you get these values? Again, this is very simple using the global server variable for us. Let's do it. We write an if condition. If is not empty, server, and we want to get this header value. With PHP, it is not like so. In order to get an HTTP header value, the format is like the following. We write HTTP and then underscore, and then each hyphen will be replaced with underscore. Got it? Similarly, the last change will be we will capitalize each of the letters. For example, the forwarded like this will become forwarded. Similarly, for will become for. Okay, so if this particular header is set, then we will return this. We will set IP is equal to this particular header value. If this particular header is not set, in that case we will write if else if is not empty. I will copy this particular code. If the following IP is the following header value is set, then we will set our IP is equal to that particular header. Again, this is not the correct format to get the HTTP header using PHP. In order to get, we will write HTTP, then X hyphen will be replaced with underscore, and each letter will be capitalized. Again, if both of these custom headers are not set, in that case we will check if remote address is set, then our IP address will become equal to this particular variable, this particular value. Okay, so this is a better solution than the solution one. And at the end of this, if none of these is set, we will I think there is no need to write this. We will return the IP address. So this code will check if this particular header is set, then IP address will become equal to this. If it is not set, then we will check for this header and IP address will be set equal to this. If both of these are not set, then our IP address will become equal to this. If this IP address is also not set, then we will return the default value, which is null. So this is the solution too. Let's run this code again in our browser and see you get the same result. Okay, some people like me who do not like if else because there may be some proxy like Cloudflare that may be setting some different header than these two. They may be setting some different header, and we cannot write else if it will be a long chain. Some people like me don't like this if else or switch statements. So for this person I have another solution, which is solution 3. It is very similar, which is very simple as well. So we will store all of these headers in an array. Header fields is an array that will store all of these different custom headers. Okay, then we run a for each loop, header fields, and we as f if is not empty, server f, then return server f. So this is very simple solution. So instead of writing else if condition, we can replace that with this particular piece of code. And if none of those condition match in our for each loop, what we will do is return null. Okay, so let's run our code again. It should yield the same result. Okay, so that is it for now. I hope you liked my video. If you please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and until then, take care. Bye bye.